Sports on 32 FM 94.9.
All right, what FC Barcelona can do, Atletico de Madrid can do better. But at the end of 90 minutes, maybe Atletico de Madrid did best. Well, in the early stages of that game, Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann gave Atletico de Madrid the lead in the Copa del Rey semi-finals. First leg, Pau Kubasi and Pedri equalized the game and, of course, leveled the scoreline 2-2. But Inigo Martinez and Robert Lewandowski were the ones who put FC Barcelona up front. That's in that encounter last night. But at the end of 90 minutes, Marcos Llorente and Alexander Sørloth were the ones who gave Atletico de Madrid the chances of progressing into the finals. Well, of course, when I say progressing into the finals, there is no away goal rule in the Copa del Rey semi-finals, where, of course, both sides they have shared the spoils at this point. It ended at 4-4. But going into the second leg, what can we expect at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium when Atletico de Madrid would be hosting FC Barcelona? Well, away from that, we also had another cup game, Golden, that's in Italy. That's the Italia, that's a Coppa Italia, quarter-final games that went down yesterday. For Inter Milan, they defeated Lazio by 2-0. Akancanolu and for Akancanolu, it was the one on target yesterday for his club side. That's talking about Inter Milan. Akancanolu and that's Artanovic were the ones on target for Inter Milan as they defeated Lazio by 2-0. But for Chelsea Football Club, they bounced back to winning ways yesterday in the English Premier League by winning 4-0. Christopher Nkunku, well, he was on target for himself yesterday, and you could tell that he gave a man of the match performance against, I call them relegated Southampton when they won by 4-0. But for Jean-Philippe Mateta and the Crystal Palace forward and French international, well, he got a goal yesterday also for himself, alongside the Senegalese international Ismail Assar, who got a brace for himself yesterday. Well, from the other games that went down yesterday across the different centers there in England, well, it was not the best of results for Who. That's for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They lost yesterday to the hands of Who. They lost to the hands of Fulham. Well, a much more changed Fulham score. And for Brighton, they also defeated Bournemouth by 2-1. Well, we'll definitely discuss about all of that on today's edition of the show right on 32 FM 94.9. The program is a Scoreboard. That's a Scoreboard in 15. Well, you're listening to the station that definitely fills the air with laughter. Well, we have our partners, the BBC, standing by. And, of course, we join them. That's in a few seconds from now to take a listen to what they have for us on today's edition of the show. Well, in the Nigeria Premier Football League, the Oluyole Warriors would be in action. That's against Oluyole Warriors will be in action against the Yimba later today by 3 p.m. Same as Atland against the Academy Warriors by 4 p.m. Kwara United against Abia Warriors. Plateau United against Bayelsa United. Nasarawa United against the Remo Stars. Lobby Stars against the Niger Tornadoes. Those fixtures are set to go down in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Canopilas against Oka United. Enugu Rangers against Sunshine Stars. Can the Oluyole Warriors, can they still bounce back to winning ways? Remember in their last game against the Lobby Stars, after a run of 2 defeats, they played out a 2-2 draw against Lobby Stars here in Ibadan. That was last Wednesday. But later today, they will be up against the Yimba, Stanley Eguma's Yimba. Remember that Shooting Stars also are going into this game as the State Federations Cup champions, while the Yimba lost in the finals also in their own State Federations Cup final. Can both sides fight for the 3 points? Or can they settle for a draw? What are the chances of the Oluyole Warriors coming out to maximum 3 points? We'll definitely discuss more about that when we come in the afternoon. Scoreboard Reloaded. That's by 3 3:30. But all right, let's join our partners, the BBC, to take a listen to what they have for us on today's edition of the show. That's the BBC Premier League updates. Take it away.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Shabnam Yunus-Jewell at the BBC Sports Centre. Chelsea moved back into the Premier League's top four with an emphatic 4-0 win over bottom side Southampton. They're 2 points clear of Manchester City and Newcastle, who both play on Wednesday. Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca says games you're expected to win can be tougher.
These are probably the worst game because are the one that everyone take for granted and are the dangerous one. I think the performance was there. Even the last game against Aston Villa, where the performance was there, we have been unlucky there, but it's just a matter of to continue.
Crystal Palace stunned Aston Villa 4-1 to continue their push towards the top half of the table. Manager Oliver Glasner says it was double celebrations for Ismaila Sarr, who scored twice on his birthday.
It's the best thing because we don't have really time to celebrate because in 4 days we face Millwall in the round of last 16 in the FA Cup. So, but of course a win, a goal, great performance from him personally and also from the team. So yeah, great birthday for him.
Substitute Danny Welbeck scored the winner as Brighton beat Bournemouth 2-1 to extend their winning run in all competitions to 4 matches, while Fulham won 2-1 at Wolves. Meanwhile, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta insists they will not stop fighting for the Premier League title, despite slipping 11 points behind leaders Liverpool.
Over my dead body, I said. Mathematically it's possible, you are there, you have to play every game. Suddenly 3 days ago we could close the gap and you are like, you are 1.5 games away. It doesn't matter. We have to continue to go.
Arsenal, who still have a game in hand on Arne Slot's side, go to Nottingham Forest on Wednesday night. It's one of 5 matches. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Right, there you're listening to the BBC Premier League updates. But quickly, let's move away from that and go straight into the world of basketball. Where we talk about basketball after 7 seasons there in Dallas. 5 NBA All-Stars, 5 All-NBA First Teams. Well, in the early hours of today, it was Luka Doncic who faced off against the Dallas Mavericks for the first time. And of course, you tell that this man, he did it all. The NBA world was turned upside down. That was on February 2nd when the Dallas Mavericks traded a 5-time All-Star NBA Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a future pick. But now I tell you that in the early hours of today, it was Luka Doncic who secured a triple-double against his former team. Well, the Lakers defeated the Dallas Mavericks 107-99 in the first match involving the teams since the trade. And Luka Doncic recorded a triple-double in the win, whilst the Los Angeles offense was just too much to keep up down the stretch. Well, it was a great run of results for that Luka Doncic, and you could tell that he is doing so well for himself. Well, he alongside LeBron James, they combined 457 in the Lakers rout of the Denver Nuggets. That was before this. But you would tell that for Luka Doncic, I think he's enjoying his time with the LA Lakers there in the world of basketball. But other games went down just in the early hours of today. It was the Milwaukee Bucks who lost to the hands of the Houston Rockets 100-97. Like I said, the Lakers defeated the Dallas Mavericks 107-99. The GSWs, that's the Golden State Warriors, they got the better of the Charlotte Hornets 128-92. The San Antonio Spurs, they defeated they lost to the hands of the New Orleans Pelicans 109-103. The Memphis Grizzlies also got the better of the Phoenix Suns 151-148. The Cleveland Cavaliers got the better of the Orlando Magic 122-82 points. And the Boston Celtics got the better of the Toronto Raptors 111-101. Well, moving away from that, also we discuss about games are set to go down across the different centers later today. We'll talk about the run of games are set to go down today across different centers. Well, it starts straight from England, where Brentford will be up against Everton Football Club, Manchester United against Ipswich, Nottingham Forest would welcome Arsenal Football Club to the City Ground, where Tottenham Hotspur would also host Manchester City, and for Liverpool they'll be up against Newcastle Football Club later tonight. Well, in Spain, the Copa del Rey semi-finals of first leg also, Real Sociedad will be up against Real Madrid. That's talking about the Copa del Rey. Well, I discussed about the results of the game that went down yesterday between Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid. The game ended 4-4. And in Germany also, we have the DFB Pokal Cup, where RB Leipzig will be up against Wolfsburg. And the Coppa Italia would have Juventus also up against Empoli. That's in the quarterfinals. In the Coupe de France, Brest will be up against the USL Dunkirk. And the Stade Brochin will be up against Paris Saint-Germain. Well, those games are set to go down across different centers there in Europe. Well, we'll come later in the afternoon also to discuss some more sporting stories and make it around to the end exciting world of sport. But just before we leave, in the Nigeria Premier Football League, we have updates from that. We have Bendel Insurance Anthony, that's Anthony Namdi, the midfielder. Well, he's set to be ruled out for 2 weeks with injury. And then I tell you that ahead of those games, the Niger Tornadoes also target an away win. That's later today against the Lobby Stars in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Well, I think this should be how far we can go into this edition of the show right on 32 FM 94.9. We'll come later in the afternoon, 3:30. That's a Scoreboard Reloaded, myself alongside Peter to discuss some more. I take reactions from the games that went down yesterday, and also looking into the games that are set to go down today. And by then, the Oluyole Warriors will be 30 minutes into their game again. And that's Enyimba Football Club. Well, until we meet by 3:30, I am SAMIES, your sports captain. Up next is Babavende. 200 rest of the day, and bye for now.